It's not often a video game originally on PC or consoles get ported on mobile and not feel like a soulless cash grab. Zaum Studios' Disco Elysium on Android definitely feels like it's a rethreading of the game rather than a pale imitation. Complete with every improvement that came with the Final Cut version, Disco Elysium on Android is a repackaged experience that gives players a new perspective on a familiar but streamlined story. If you're not familiar with the game, Disco Elysium is a narrative-heavy adventure RPG developed by Zaum and was released on PC in 2019. The game follows an amnesiac detective who finds himself in the middle of a murder investigation at the outskirts of the city of Revachol. Players progress through the story through dialogue choices and stat-based skill checks, with the player's stats determining not only the result of their dice rolls, but also what options even appear in the first place. The player has 24 skills divided into 4 major attributes: intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics. The skills you have not only affects dialogue, but also what things your character can see, notice, or do. For example, players can invest in their reaction speed skill under the motorics attribute, allowing them to avoid getting hit by incoming fast objects, or even respond to sarcastic dialogue with an even snappier response. The number of available skills there are means there are thousands of different possible outcomes to all the different possible scenarios you could get into in Disco Elysium. As an adventure role-playing game, the city of Revachol reacts to your actions appropriately. You can try to play the game as a hardline cop, trying to straighten and sober up after his bender, doing the best he can to solve the murder case as soon as possible. Or you can be a delusional superstar cop, a homeless hobo cop, or whatever you want to portray yourself as, and the game will respond in kind. The city of Revachol and all of its inhabitants has some deep lore that you can pour your nose into or completely ignore. But if you're looking for superb world building and rich characters with depth and nuance, then you'll find them all here in this game. Even in the Android version, the world of Disco Elysium stays the same, its charm and sense of danger translating perfectly on mobile. What's different in the mobile version is its presentation. Packaged in chapters to represent the story's different beats, each of the game's loose ends are treated as levels you can play and return to later if you haven't beaten it yet. Disco Elysium on Android gives players a completely new perspective to the story. I'd say this approach is both good and bad. Bad in a way that it takes away your liberty to roam around the streets of Revachol as you see fit, tackling different problems and available story beats in any order you like. Good in that it's a decent way to experience the story with just one hand on mobile, perfect for when you're just trying to get some Disco Elysium in while waiting for the bus on your commute home. In the original version of Disco Elysium, the players can move their character and explore the city at any time. But in the mobile version, you're only allowed to take on one story arc at a time. For example, after exiting the Whirling in Rags for the first time, the hostel that serves as the game's home base, you only have 2 options: investigate the body or explore Revachol. In the original version of the game, you can switch between the two at any time. The moment you get stuck in your investigation of the body, you can roam around again and explore the city before coming back to finish the job. You can't do that in this version. As soon as you decide to investigate the body, you're stuck with it until you finish the chapter. This also means it's easier for players to get soft-locked into unwinnable situations. Blocking progress for when you don't have the appropriate stats padded into the needed skills for skill checks. There's no way to go to a different place for the time being to level up and gain more skill points before returning to your locked scenario. Another small but consequential change in the game is its removal of the time mechanic. In the old game, time passes as you do things and as you progress through dialogue. However, time is frozen in each of Disco Elysium for Android's chapters, which means all of the game's time-sensitive events are already laid out to you chronologically to make sure you have a chance to encounter them before you miss them permanently. This takes away player agency somewhat, but it doesn't ruin the entire experience for me. While Disco Elysium on Android encapsulates the charm and witticism of the original game on a new medium, and perfectly translates its mechanics and storytelling fit to its target audience and format, I would only ever recommend this version to those who have already experienced and finished Disco Elysium elsewhere in the past. Disco Elysium on Android is perfect for second playthroughs, giving you a fresh new perspective, but your first date with the amnesiac detective and the city of Ravachol is still best played on console or on PC. Disco Elysium on Android works for what it's trying to do, but the game's best form is in its final cut on PC and consoles.